we're focused on delivering for Canadians. A big announcement on school foods. We've got more work to do in creating $10 childcare spaces across the country, moving forward on insulin pharmacare. These are things that matter for Canadians. We're going to stay focused on those. Now they're focused on politics. We're focused on Canadians.
The Prime Minister there saying his focus, in case you hadn't heard, 16 times.
Why on earth are we talking about an alliance with the Bloc, even if it's the Liberal Party, even if it's Trudeau? This is a treasonous party. It always has been. And I finally said it. This is a party that wants to break up Canada. This is a party that has no interest in anything outside of Quebec. I don't even know what they're doing sitting in the House of Commons. I'll say it again today. I have no idea why the Bloc is sitting in the House of Commons, because they are dedicated to breaking up this country. They have no interest in anything outside of Quebec. And I don't care. People say, oh, they work so hard. Yeah, they work so hard for their own interest. They shouldn't even be getting a pension at the end of it from Canadian taxpayers. And if Justin Trudeau's thinking about forming an alliance with these clowns, he's going to reap the punishment for that, because that is completely outrageous. Even his father, as flawed as his father was, and I say it all the time, I didn't like his politics, but at least he was a strong federalist who would not have played footsie with the separatists. As Justin Trudeau has indicated in the past, he's quite capable of doing. So I don't know if he's serious about this new pact with the Bloc, if this is all nonsense coming from Blanchette, Yves-Francois Blanchette, the leader of the Bloc Québécois, but better not happen. So Trudeau is out in his retreat right now in Nanaimo, as I said yesterday, drug capital of British Columbia, well, at least Vancouver Island. Know the city well. He used to live just north of there. And guess who's coming to town today? Mark Carney. But we discover that Mark Carney is going to be what? He's going to be an advisor. Maybe not finance minister right away. He's going to be advisor to Trudeau, and his job will be how Trudeau will win the next election. This is all a ridiculous game, and we know it. Not going to happen. Trudeau is not going to win the next election. In fact, it's a good possibility, good chance he's going to resign because of caucus pressure. And why? Look at this. Liberal MP says her constituents are very adamant. Justin Trudeau needs to go.
You have said that you spoke to a number of constituents during the summer, and they were talking about Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's leadership. Tell me what you've been hearing.
Mostly that people think he should go. That's bottom line the message that I heard throughout the summer.
Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is facing growing calls from within his party to step aside. Joining the chorus, Canadian lawmaker Alexandra Mendès said that her constituents feel that Trudeau must step down after nearly 9 years at the top. Now, speaking out publicly about the ongoing dissatisfaction with Trudeau's leadership, Alexandra Mendès said that she was saddened that Trudeau wasn't being given the credit he deserved for many transformations that he's brought to Canada. She said many Canadians simply don't know about the Liberal government's accomplishments over the past 9 years, adding that she wasn't confident the party can win the next general elections. Mendès said that if she listens to her constituents, then her party would have to change the leadership.
So they are telling you loud and clear that you can't win if things don't change at the very top, because it's not the party, it's not the policies, it is the Prime Minister. Do you think you can win if you don't make a leadership change? Do you think the Liberals can win the next election if you don't make this change?
I'm not confident, to be very, very fair. I'm not even sure that Canadians will be listening to us by the point where we will be talking at the doors whenever the campaign happens. But I'm hoping that something does happen that will change their perspective. But I'm not terribly confident, no.
What about your own seat of Brossard-Saint-Lambert? You've won that 3 elections in a row with at least 50% of the vote each time. Very different dynamic going into this next election, assuming you're running again. Based on what your constituents have told you, if they don't like your leader and they want that change, do you think you can win what should be a safe Liberal seat, given 3, not just pluralities in a row, but majorities in a row for you?
Well, I lived through 2011, so I can't predict how voters will decide to send their messages. But obviously, if voters are really, really fed up, they will send a message. So I will lose.
So it's not just a few people in the back rooms. This is growing. Dissent against Justin Trudeau is growing, and it's growing by the day. Don't drink the Kool-Aid, folks. Don't listen to Justin Trudeau. We need this kind of attitude in Canada right now, because let me tell you, Justin Trudeau will fight tooth and nail to stay as leader of the Liberal Party and as Prime Minister of Canada, and he will use every trick in the Liberal handbook to do that. So we have to be vigilant, and we have to have perseverance to fight this battle to the end. As I've been saying since this station went on the air, we need to resolve to resist. And we need to fight for our free speech and our democratic rights to say what we believe, to speak, as John Diefenbaker said. And don't forget that t-shirt that's available out there in the store. I speak as a free Canadian, free to speak, free to believe in what I choose. And Justin Trudeau is not going to interfere with that. Thanks for being a part of the KRAYDEN'S Right resistance, and we'll see you again soon. So we are in a very precarious position in this country. We need a political change, but we also need to resolve to resist.